Dear fellow truth seekers, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm going to decode Barbenheimer. First, I was going to decode only Barbie, as I was wondering what was behind the Barbie symbolism and why this doll became so famous. Then I realized that the Barbie movie was launched the same day as another movie called Oppenheimer. So I decided to check if those two movies had something in common apart from the date of their release. Because it is very strange that these movies became such a phenomenon. Suddenly the web got invaded by thousands of images of those movies. And this new word Barbenheimer was created. This was a very strange phenomenon. Even in Latin America, Barbenheimer became a phenomenon. And only 6 days after the premiere, there was already a whole variety of t-shirts and accessories on sale with Barbenheimer motifs. Look at all those t-shirts! I think that this Barbenheimer mania had been planned way before the movies were launched. Now let's take a look at gematria and see what information we can get decoding the word Barbenheimer. Well, in English ordinal we have 100 matching element fermium. What does the Royal Society of Chemistry tell us about this element? It says fermium is named after the nuclear physicist Enrico Fermi. The image aims to suggest a self-propagating nuclear chain reaction such as occurs in nuclear reactors and atomic bombs. This is very fitting for the Oppenheimer movie. So this is an indication that Barbie has something to do with Oppenheimer. Fermium can be obtained from the neutron bombardment of plutonium in a nuclear reactor. Barbenheimer also matches the word lightning in English ordinal, and we will see that Barbie is completely linked to lightning. And we also have time machine. And it will also make a lot of sense in the next coming slides. And believe it or not, it has everything to do with the Truman Show and the movie Back to the Future, as well as many other movies and series that speak about the same thing. But they never speak directly. They just put hints in the movies and you have to observe very well. Here we have a picture from the Truman Show showing Sea Haven nuclear power station. Now in the definition of fermium, they spoke about the neutron bombardment. And the neutron bombardment is 247 in English ordinal, matching 88 miles per hour, which is the speed the DeLorean has to reach for time travel to be possible. Now, what is amazing is that the neutron bombardment is 88 in Chaldean. 88 matches element radium, and Ra, of course, represents the god Ra, and is also the first syllable of the word radiation. Here we can see the flux capacitor from the movie Back to the Future with the number 88. We have the nuclear symbol of radiation saying reset, so this is interesting. And here you can see plutonium. And in fermium we had the definition of the neutron bombardment of plutonium. In the Truman Show there is this dog called Pluto. It is the destroyer of worlds. And what did Robert Oppenheimer say? I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. This is the magazine that Marty is reading in Back to the Future, and it speaks about Pluto. So once again, we can see that Back to the Future is really linked to this Barbenheimer phenomenon and to the Truman Show. Flux capacitor matches the Thunder God in English Ordinal with 149. It also matches Land Down Under. In the song Down Under from Men at Work, in the chorus they sing, "Can't you hear the thunder?" Because we live in the underworld, under a thunderdome. It also matches Earth as Hell of Ra, and we saw that Ra corresponds to element radium, that is the 88th element of the periodic table, and we can see this 88 on the flux capacitor. Land Down Under refers to hell, and we just saw Earth as Hell of Ra. Now we also saw that Back to the Future and the flux capacitor has to do with the Truman Show. Land Down Under with the 149 we saw in English Ordinal was matching flux capacitor. And in Chaldean, Land Down Under is 57, matching the Truman Show. And 57 corresponds to the planet Earth. So you can see here that everything is connected. Earth is indeed the Hell of Ra. And we live in a Truman Show under the Thunderdome. Another layer that shows that the Truman Show and Back to the Future have everything to do with the Oppenheimer movie is that nuclear weapon is 57 just like the Truman Show. And Barbenheimer is 39 in English Ordinal matching element yttrium that has an atomic mass of 88. That is the speed the flux capacitor has to reach in order to travel through time. Furthermore, yttrium is represented by the letter Y, and this is the shape of the flux capacitor. Barbenheimer has indeed everything to do with Back to the Future. We saw that Barbenheimer was 100 in English Ordinal, matching lightning and time machine. Lightning, of course, is linked to the thunder god, and the flux capacitor is a time machine. Well, we have the thunder god and flux capacitor matching in 7 different ciphers. And in order to work, the DeLorean, that is the time machine, needed the energy from a thunderstorm. Here we can clearly see that the DeLorean and the flux capacitor represent the Earth. The DeLorean car and flux capacitor are both 52 in Chaldean, matching element tellurium that represents the Earth. So the Earth is a time machine. This represents the Earth struck by thunder, hence creating the Schumann resonance. A very interesting detail is that the car plate of the DeLorean is from California. California is a huge code in the Matrix, and it has everything to do with Barbie. Where did Barbie go when she left Barbie Land? That's right, to California. Well, California is 88 in English Ordinal, matching, again, element radium, and the speed of 88 miles per hour the DeLorean has to reach. The two elements that have 88 are radium and yttrium, forming the word ray. This reminds me of the Spanish word rayo, that means thunderbolt or flash of lightning. The definition is a powerful natural discharge of static electricity produced during an electrical storm, generating an electromagnetic pulse. In my video about They Live Part 2, I spoke about the thunder at the origin of the Schumann resonance, that is the Earth's heartbeat. And I explained that the Earth was a heart with a pulse and the beat is 54 BPM. Later on in this presentation, you will see that Barbie represents the Earth and that she is linked to the thunder. You can also watch my video about heart-shaped box. This was the beginning of this decode. The second and third part will be posted on my Patreon. Please subscribe to support my decoding efforts and watch exclusive content for subscribers. Thank you. In the second and next part of the video, we will see what does Barbie have to do with Cupid and what does Cupid represent. And we will see more connections between Barbenheimer and Back to the Future.